Hey guys, do you struggle to sit in the position that I'm sitting in right now? In yoga, we call this position and some similar positions in this family Malasana. This video is going to show you a couple of myofascial release techniques to help you, so long as it's not a structural skeletal issue, get into this position. So all you need is a ball or two. This one is from RAD Roller. And if you don't know me, I'm a doctor of physical therapy, Dr. Ariele Foster. I'm a physical therapist, yoga teacher of nearly 20 years, creator and founder of yogaanatomyacademy.com. Please go check it out, as well as the Way of the Happy Fascia online course, which you can find out all about at yogaanatomyacademy.com. So without further ado, grab your ball or balls. This one, like I said, is from RAD Roller. It's called their original RAD Roller. And the first thing we're going to do is get a little assessment as to the tightness around your Achilles tendon. So sit on the floor, place the two balls. You can put them on either side of your Achilles tendon and use your body weight, as I'm doing, to slowly plow through the tissue. If you get to a good, interesting spot, that doesn't mean pain, you can stay there and point or flex your toes. If your foot is hitting the floor here, go ahead and grab a block and place it underneath the duo. If you don't have any of the myofascial release gadgets, you can do the same business with two tennis balls tightly tied up in a sock. You can also use a duct tape to secure them. And you can also, in addition to this functional mobilization move, do a little cross friction, rock a little side to side. So this is both a test and a treatment for Achilles and calf tightness, gastrocnemius, soleus. We're getting to a couple of those muscles. The more you turn to the side, the more you'll get to some of the outer musculature and the inner musculature on the inside. Go ahead and give that a rest. We haven't been there very long, but you're always welcome to spend more time in this position on your own, and come back into Malasana, this deep functional squat, and see if you feel any different on the right versus the left. If the leg that you just massaged feels a little bit better, a little bit freer, that is to be expected. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Grab your duo. This is obviously quite a quick video, but you're welcome to spend a little more time on your own. Take the other leg. You can, in addition to the things I've taught you already, plow back and forth, functional mobilization, pointing and flexing, cross friction, going in and out like this so that the fibers roll across the ball. You can add a little extra body weight and just really put that other leg on top and try to get up in there. Any of those variations. Right now I'm doing another technique called oscillating, just the tiniest little rocks back and forth. So again, kind of quick, kind of messy. You are more than welcome, in fact, encouraged to spend more time on that at home. But let's just do another quick retest. How does your deep squat feel right now? And if you're still feeling like your heels are a little bit away from the floor, I guess that's not a feeling, it's a fact. I have another technique for you. Don't be discouraged. You're going to stand on the apex of one of these balls. My head's going to be off screen for a moment, but you should still be able to hear me. The ball is going to go right in front of the apex of the ball. It's going to go right in front of the heel in the arch of your foot. And you're going to just drape as much of your body weight as feels reasonable there. For this one, my personal preference, my recommendation, is just to drape and hold. Don't worry about anything else. If you'd like to, you could do a little bit of oscillation. Maybe use your upper body or your arm or your torso, I suppose, to add that in. And you can also do a little bit of functional mobilization, trying to lift your toes off the floor and set them right back down. Let's do that same spot on the other side. In my online course, Way of the Happy Fascia, I teach a bunch of different spots for the feet. I guide you through it. I teach a bunch more for the calf, the inner thigh, the front of the thigh. We're again at that spot right in front of the heel pad. So you don't want to go too far into the arch, just the tiniest little bit in there. Maybe add a little oscillation, connect with deep breath. Maybe add a little toes on and off the floor. And then go ahead and find your squat again. So if this is still a little bit unreasonable for you, do your best to ascertain whether it's from the front of your legs, whether it's at your knees that you're feeling the restriction, right or left or both, or even at your bum. So if it's at your bum, you can slide your duo right into all the nooks and crannies of that tissue. And because it is so much soft tissue there, muscle and skin and all of those good things, all the fascial layers, you can really just go without too much guidance in this area, applying the mobilize, the draping technique, the oscillating technique, the plowing technique, just moving slowly through, or maybe even kind of like a circular technique here. Once one cheek is done, feel free to linger for a longer time there. You can go into the other side. Plowing, staying still, breathing, staying still, breathing, and just drifting your knee back and forth. All sorts of things, little circles, etc. Go ahead and retest, see if your deep squat feels any different. And then finally, we're going to get to the front thighs. So you're going to place the duo, and this is where the duo is really, really important. It's not that important to have the peanut shape, this duo for the bottoms of the feet. It's quite helpful for the calf, but not essential. It's not that necessary for the glutes, but for the quads, it is king. So this goes horizontally, crosswise. I'm going to just get onto it, and we're going to do one technique here for each leg. Get into the meat of your muscle and simply bend and straighten your knee. So what's happening here is you're maintaining the weight, the drape, in one spot. The skin is not being rubbed. It is just the stuff underneath the skin, your muscle, your myofascia, gliding back and forth as you bend and straighten your leg. For those of you with knee stuff, you could even try getting closer to the knee. See how that feels. Hip stuff, get a little closer to the hip. Both, press pause and spend a lot more time here. Other side, just about 10 passes. And then if this video teaches you anything about what works, what doesn't work in your body as far as creating myofascial, like releasing myofascial stuckness, then I highly, highly, highly recommend, first of all, continuing, and second of all, go check out some of my offerings. I've got lots of myofascial release tidbits on YouTube, but I have a really comprehensive one on yogaanatomyacademy.com/shop. So last thing, pop back into your Malasana. See how it feels, this nice deep squat. Do your heels get a little closer to your floor? Does the bum get a little closer to the floor? Do you feel a little bit more contact between the back of your thighs and your calves? So if this is the case, give me a little shout out and let me know in the comments below. And if there are any other subjects you want me to cover in the future for myofascial release or otherwise, let me know that as well. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Ariele Foster. Go check out yogaanatomyacademy.com.